Welcome back to the Jam on the U. It's time for another jam session at 6:44 a.m. And joining us is comedian Michael Issac. That's right. He's performing this Friday at the Harris Theater. Michael, it's good to have you in here with us, my man.
Thanks for having me.
So they talk about the case of the Mondays. You ever get those? You believe in them?
Oh, man, yeah.
Working here with y'all, yes.
You got it right now?
Yeah, right now. Monday morning.
All right, well, let's get right into this first story. Talk about kids behaving badly. How about this one? A daughter, she goes to visit her dad at work. It's supposed to be an easy and fun day, right? It could have been, except dad's an engineer at Apple, and his daughter used her exclusive access to snap pics of her off her phone of the newly unreleased iPhone 10, and that resulted in daddy getting fired.
What's wrong with this girl?
Michael, what do you do if that's your daughter? She's coming to visit you. How do you handle this situation?
Look, she will get whooped for weeks.
Right?
I mean, my daughter, my 2-year-old daughter just broke my iPad Pro, my iPad Pro, and she's 3. I got to save her whooping until she's 15.
But I guess here's my bigger question is, you got, like, we went to a panic room, a couple of us here at work. You'll see the video in the coming days. And we couldn't take our cell phone into a panic room. How are they going to let you take a cell phone into Apple when they've got all these unreleased things? It seems like it's like setting up for failure. Of course somebody's going to do that.
I mean, but they have the law, right? Like, you can't film there, right? You're not supposed to be able to film there.
That was the rule. And they're saying that in the phone, it was some leaked QR quality codes and Apple stuff.
She messed up.
Mumbo jumbo. She leaked some stuff she shouldn't have been leaking. But it cost him his job. That's crazy. But it's like, it's your kids, so it's like, you just want to, it's like, you want to do this to them. Like, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I am beating the brakes off myself if that's my son.
That's crazy.
Fired now.
And as we noted, he probably had a nice high-paying job if he had all those
at Apple, you know they take care of you. He's definitely missing that job. All right, how about this next one? Southwest Airlines is now offering flights that feature, get this, a country music concert live while you're on the plane. Michael, how you feel about this?
I'm torn because, you know.
That sounds terrible.
I love Southwest. I'm an A-list member. I got 2 more flights.
He's trying to get his clothes bumped up. He's trying to get
Southwest, if you're watching.
His Southwest Rapid Rewards.
I love what you're doing out there.
But also, it's, you know, to force people to listen to music is one thing, but I would love for them to do comedy. That's what I'm trying to get them to do.
He's out here trying to get a job.
Get them to do some comedy on
that. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
It's all about you today. I see.
Yeah, so you're available is what you want Southwest to know.
Not for country music, but they could have did another choice, right?
None of us are real country fans up here. We can agree on that.
That's true.
Now, if it's a hip-hop act or if it's something we're into, maybe I'm co-signing it. But even still, I don't know. If, like, you're on a 5:30 a.m. flight, you're kind of tired, or you're leaving a loved one and you're kind of emotional.
Yeah.
The last thing you really want in your ear is somebody live banging on some drums or playing a guitar.
Yeah. Unless it's Beyonce.
I know.
Unless
everybody's got an agenda up here.
She can play anytime, any day.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're begging for Beyonce. You're trying to get a job. I'm just trying to report the news up here. That's all.
You're the only one doing your job.
I know, right? Seriously. All right, let's keep it moving. Article in USA Today asks the question about cultural appropriation during Halloween. For instance, is it okay for a white child to dress up as Polynesian character from the movie Moana? This is a box office smash hit, so naturally, kids want to dress up like the character they came to love. This is a dicey issue because is it paying homage to a character a child loves, or is this disrespecting a culture? Where do you guys stand on this one?
I personally think with children, it's okay. Just don't
paint your skin color,
don't start changing your skin. Don't do that charcoal movement. Remember that when them kids get in trouble in college, doing that the charcoal challenge?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Doing a charcoal mix, and it was for their face and their pores, but
it doesn't matter. Just don't put anything on your skin.
Yeah, that was your biggest take, right?
That's the biggest thing. Don't put anything on your skin, whatever you do. When I first heard this, I was like, it's not that deep. Like, these are kids. Let children be children. And the reason why they would want to dress up like Moana is because she was a brave character that saved the day. You know how Disney goes. And so I would think that would be okay, but I guess at the end of the day, you kind of have to ask that culture what they think. And I'm okay with it because I'm not that culture. I'm not that Polynesian culture. So I think you kind of have to ask, the culture what they think. But at the end of the day, just make sure you don't do the #1 rule, which is paint your face.
100%. As a father of a 10-year-old son, I would lean towards if he wanted to be somebody of a different race and celebrate their culture. I think in my opinion, I think it's paying homage to the culture. It's saying, hey, I like this. I enjoy it. just don't do what you're talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
don't paint the face or anything like that. But I think I would allow my son, if it was my daughter and wanted to dress up as Moana, or even if it was my son who wanted to dress up,
Right.
I would let him do it as long as he did it properly. I
Yeah.
think that's what we can all agree on. All right, that's today's poll question. We want to know what you guys out there think. Should culture appropriation be considered when choosing a Halloween costume? If you think yes, hit us with the thumbs up. If you think no, hit us with the O face. And we also want to hear why. You can't just say yes or no. That's not going to help us out. Explain why you feel the way you do. Spark some conversation for us here. We'll check in with your responses. All right, well, it doesn't matter who you are. This one's pretty funny. Even former President Obama has to serve jury duty. That's right, President Obama called for jury duty in Cook County. He plans to serve. Can you imagine if you strolled in, you're bummed out, you're doing jury duty, you look to your right, and it's Obama sitting there next to you?
Oh, my, that's the thing. We'll probably never know because it's not planned. Like, they haven't released dates when he's going to come to do it. So you really could be sitting there, and in walks Barack.
I mean, Michael, lifetime salary, Secret Service for life. And yet still, he can't escape jury duty. Isn't that crazy?
He didn't have a good excuse. You gotta have a good excuse. He
He
needed a
said
good
he was excited, though, because, it's our civil duty.
It is.
I say they stick him on a real case for 3 months.
Well, how about this? I had to do some research. It's funny you say that because Oprah, she sat on a jury for a murder trial in 2004. Did you guys know that?
Really? No.
I didn't know that. You also
Wow.
had Bill Clinton was called in for a shooting case in the Bronx in 2003.
Wow.
And then you got George W. who's considered for
No
jury
one's
duty
ever
in
called
Dallas.
me for jury duty.
You haven't?
I would love to go in there and hear a juicy story of how someone did something bad to someone else.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, he did it. I probably would never get chosen for
Oh, see, now they'll run this clip when they consider you.
They'll be like, get her out of here. Get her out of here.
I did it once.
I kind of want to go, though,
Yeah.
to see what it's like.
You
what
actually
it
sat on
is.
it. You sat on the jury.
Yeah, I
They
got
selected you.
disqualified. I got selected, and then they disqualify you based off the case. It was
Because your criminal history was too
No.
vast?
It was a school bus. It was a school bus thing, and I crashed into a school bus once, but it was an empty one, and it was just like
Okay, let's
it was
go
like,
on.
no,
We wanna hear the
no,
story.
no. It was slippery.
And it was okay. Everybody was okay.
Yeah, I
No
wasn't
one was
okay.
okay.
I hit
Oh.
my head, but I was okay. They was like, don't go to sleep.
I feel like we uncovered to see what had happened. I feel like it's one of those
No,
stories.
it was no kids on the bus. It was just an empty bus, but they disqualified me because I hit a school bus. It was
Okay,
I think
good to know.
I think that's
Make sure you
disqualifiable.
stop when that little left arm goes out. Make sure you stop.
I'll do that.
That
I'll do
means
that.
stop.
All right, thanks for being here, Michael. To check him out on November 3rd, go to harristheaterchicago.org. Check out the funny man. Ooh, clean shaven look, huh?
I
That
know.
was before November.
That doesn't
That
look-
I was going to say, it's November. He didn't get the memo.
Who's that brother up there?